Hey guys, it's Cthulthu here. Today is the 4th of July 2011 and today is day 41 of the vlogs. So since yesterday, let's see, I went Tormented Demons yesterday with the mass, so yeah, I got back to killing the Corporeal beast. And yeah, it's been a successful run. I killed it 3 more times today. All of them were successful runs. When I say successful, what I mean is I actually start and therefore finish the kill. In between all of those successful kills comes, so many Statius Warhammer failures. I mean, I use my Statius Warhammer spec twice for, as much of the bar that I can actually use. Maybe a third time if I've got a spec recover on me, which I really should do. But yeah, if I miss 2 or all 3 times, then I will give up. I will get out of the room and I will wait to get my spec bar back up again. Wasting my time, doing, trying to kill it without Statius Warhammer effect is just a waste of my time. So yeah, but otherwise, once the Statius Warhammer hits and I continue with the kill, no failures today, that is for sure. My first 2 kills I did it without a cannon, and then my 5th kill I decided to go back to the cannon. I was thinking to myself, instead of trying to kill the core and run and whatever, why don't I just stun it? Seeing as I'm ranging, why don't I just stun it? So I did that, and yeah, I mean, Dark Core, not a problem, whether I kill it or whether I stun it. But I definitely did miss the extra damage from the cannon. It may not seem like a lot, but obviously it adds up. It probably adds up to something quite significant. So yeah, by the 5th attempt, I went back to using the cannon. I killed Dark Core immediately, and yeah, I found that was definitely better. So basically, I've gone from A to B back to A. So really no change, I guess, at the end of the day. Have I changed anything at all? So yeah, I started using Terrorbird now. So that's bringing 2 sharks, 3 Saradomin brews. I overload, I then eat the 2 sharks. I probably use at least 1 Saradomin brew dose just to get me that little bit more HP for the start. And then yeah, I go in with Statius Warhammer. I spec it twice. Obviously, I change to Piety before I do any of that, and then back to Rigor once I've done with my specs. If my specs fail, I get out. If they don't, then I continue. And yeah, and then also 3 Saradomin brews. 1 is to replace the games necklace, and the other 2 just drop on the floor when the Terrorbirds get eaten. And yeah, I'll pick them up sooner or later. Could probably bring a couple or more if I needed them, though honestly, food really isn't a problem for me. And yeah, if I bring too many, then they would just get wasted, because there's no way I can pick them up before the timer, because obviously this Pernix Divine and everything that I'm doing right now is my ultimate defense, and is restricting the amount of food that I actually need to eat. So yeah, I mean, I'm really enjoying this. It's fun. It's a lot of fun knowing that you've basically kind of like tamed the Corporeal Beast, that you've stopped it. Basically, people go to the Corporeal Beast with a certain level of fear, knowing that if it can go wrong and they can die, and the best of people die. I mean, I certainly die all the time, but yeah, everyone that goes to Corporeal Beast will die at some point. But when you're wearing Pernix and Divine and Rigor and all of that, and you're forcing it to use magic and therefore using magic prey, and you just feel like you're unbeatable, and that's how I've been feeling these past few days against Corporeal Beast. I felt like Corporeal Beast couldn't at not any stage has it threatened to kill me. Not at any stage have I not been in charge of the battle. I could quite comfortably sometimes go 30 seconds to a minute without having to worry to eat. My health bar can be lower than a third, and I can still be safe in the knowledge that Corporeal Beast is at least 2 or 3 attacks away from KOing me, so I've got all the time in the world. And yeah, this whole ultimate defense thing, it's just amazing right now. So yeah, something that I want to do in the next couple of days is just change things up, not to necessarily make things quicker or improve anything, but just to see what else I can do. It doesn't have to all be range. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to forsake my prayer. I'm going to keep praying mage, but I'm going to have to take melee attacks. And if you don't see where this is going, I'm going to be trying to use chaotic rapier first of all. Seeing as my range is doing 50% damage, there's no harm in switching to a equally inferior weapon for Corporeal Beast at very least, and seeing how I cope. So that's something that I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to use chaotic rapier. Only 2 items that come to mind that need to be changed for that would be probably, obviously, the Ava Alerter would become, I guess, an RD cape, and the Ranger boots would become Dragon boots. I'd probably keep everything else. I mean, the other thing that I would consider changing would be the Pernix cowl, but I think I'm going to keep that on anyway, just for the extra, just for the extra magic defense, whatever it actually equal to. But yeah, so yeah, I'm going to try that. I mean, some people may be thinking, well, you know what, if you're going to go for a rapier, why not just get a spear? Why not just do it, the normal way? But my problem with that is, I like the whole ultimate defense thing, and I don't really want to be forsaking both my prey and my divine. I mean, I want to keep one or the other, preferably. So using chaotic rapier will allow me to continue using divine, and I think with divine, because all of a sudden allowing yourself to get attacked by, I don't know how much effect magic prey has, but well, no, actually, forgetting about magic prey, I mean, I'm already opening myself up to, something like 300, 350 damage worth of melee attacks. And I say 350 even though normally it's 500 because I'm wearing a divine. But then to also, say no to divine, no to 30% melee defense, it's just a big jump to make. One day I will, in pretty much the same gear that I'm wearing now, I will try and do it with Vesta Spear, and then, even lower to Zamorakian Spear. But right now I'm happy the way I am. And also when I'm doing something like that, I've also got to consider it's not what do you call it? It's not just the defense. Defense is just a statistic. What I'm really losing is my HP. What I'm really losing is Saradomin Brews at an alarming rate. And if my loss of Saradomin Brews, if my use of Saradomin Brews isn't equal to the additional damage that I'm now doing with Vesta Spear or any spear, then obviously it's not working in my favour. And I want this to be as unskillful as possible. And so far, like I've said in my last one, this has been highly, highly unskillful. I could probably train my sister to do this, because that's how easy it is. I mean, all I've got to do is say, if your HP's too low, drink this. If your prayer's too low, drink this. If you drink too much Saradomin Brew, drink this. If you see a red meshes on the chat box, drink the Overload. How hard is it going to be? I just tell her every minute or so, click that weapon, that Statius Warhammer, click that Dragon Defender, hit the spec bar, hit the whatever, what, it'd just be so ridiculously easy. No skill at all, and you know what, that's the route I want to go down. I want to see how easy it can become. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there, but like I said, next time footage is going to be the same at Corporeal Beast, but I'm going to try the Chaotic Rapier. Maybe I'll try a couple of other weapons. I've been thinking about Dragon Halley, you see, because that would be the opposite end. Instead of Forsaking Prayer, no, I keep saying Forsaking Prayer, but I'm not actually stopping myself from praying mage. I'm just opening myself up to melee attacks. So yeah, using Dragon Halley would be the other way around. I'd be able to maintain my magic prey and not get hit by melee, but then I wouldn't be using divine. So yeah, I'd like to see what Dragon Halley can do for me. Obviously it won't be better, I'm almost certain of that, but you know what, gotta mix it up, gotta change things around. Don't want to do the same thing every single day. So yeah, also, you know what, I also wanted to try Dragon Darts today. That's something that I actually tried to do today, but I was adamant on wanting to buy Dragon Darts P++, and there's none to be around. Obviously, I should have known that there's not going to be any. Why would anyone make them? But yeah, I think I might try Dragon Darts, because I was thinking, something really quick, a quick firing weapon. might be nice here, especially with the effect that Statius Warhammer has. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there because this has been way too long. So thank you for watching, guys, and until tomorrow, see you around.